City Hall had questions. The Kansas City Police Chief had answers. Chief Stacey Graves spent nearly 2 hours explaining the department's budget crisis. I'm John Holt. Fox 4 First told you about the police department's budget issues and planned cuts Sunday. Malik Jackson broke the story Sunday night. He's live at City Hall tonight. Malik, at times, seems this hearing was a bit contentious, but in the end, both sides seem pleased with the outcome.
A productive discussion that Chief Graves said needed to happen. We heard a lot of questions about transparency and accountability because city leaders found out about these issues through our reporting. And we also figured out the how. How did we get in this situation in the first place?
We need to tighten it up because we're trying to make budget because we're over.
KCPD is forced to reevaluate its spending as the fiscal year comes to a close. Chief Stacey Graves shared why the department is in a budget crisis, making cuts in order to support basic services. The answer: settlements, too much overtime, and staffing issues because the department remains understaffed. Councilman Jonathan Duncan, an Army vet, focused on one particular officer, Blaine Newton. He's killed 3 people and has cost the department millions in settlements, but is still employed.
So it's distressing to me that I had a greater expectation of conduct in a war zone than police officers have on our street. My escalation of force and rules of engagement were more strenuous than you are allowing your officers to conduct themselves for our residents. And that is unacceptable.
The chief says she is limited in what she can say because it's a personnel matter.
If we had less settlements, would we be able to afford more officers?
Chief Graves stressed that the settlements for Newton and for other officers are isolated incidents and don't speak to a larger institutional problem within the department. The department has already spent nearly $10 million more than what they budgeted for on these settled suits. Overtime is also a contributing factor to the budget crunch due to crime reduction strategies such as extra enforcement in areas around property crimes and street racing. And lastly, once again, staffing.
This was a good discussion today. It was positive. It was a discussion that we needed to have with the police department and city council. I want to better understand each other.
Would I have liked to have seen the email in advance or have had the conversation? Sure. But I've had an opportunity to discuss it since then. And again, the substance of her testimony today was helpful in understanding the extent to which it is an issue.
And Chief Stacey Graves promised progress. And of course, Fox 4, as always, will stay on top of the story. John.
Malik Jackson live downtown tonight. Malik, thanks.